Hey y'all, it is October the 23rd, 2023, and I don't know, maybe it's about 9:30 in the morning. I just want to let y'all know, if you ain't never been to San Antonio, it doesn't really rain, and when it does rain, when it's like rainy season, it barely rains, but it consistently and at random will rain. I believe we entered that system. Already this season. So it's kind of drizzling on me right now. In fact, I expect it to continue to do these shenanigans for the foreseeable future. That's going to make running a little bit more difficult, but we're going to work it in there because we love running. All right, I want to talk to you about goals, all right, because I have some goals in mind, one in particular that I want to work on right now. All right. The thing is, I want to mention that I've been doing this here for a little while. You notice I got a vest on. I've been doing this here for a little while, and I look real good. Now, I just want to be very brief in saying that I look real good. Aesthetically, I want to admit that quite clearly I'm better looking than the average adult person in San Antonio. All right, and that's for show. All right, but with that being said, it's easier to maintain muscle than it is to gain the muscle or to attain the muscle. You know what I'm saying? So we got ourselves over here at a good stage. Now I want to start working on goals. I got various ones in mind. Like eventually I want to be able to do a handstand real good. I want to be able to do muscle ups real good. I want all sort of things, goals into the future. I want to be able to do those scissor squats. I want to do those real good. It takes a lot of practice, takes a lot of time. All right, the first goal that I have that I want to mention right now, that I'm working on right now, is my shoulders. Excuse me, I had to pick up these weights. These are 10-pound weights. They look very heavy. They're not really heavy at all, actually. They're 10 pounds, all right? You could probably get some better weights if you wanted to, okay? So this morning, especially because I couldn't run, I decided to go on a walk. Now, to make it extra efficient going on a walk, I strapped on this vest. Some people know about this here vest. Got it from Walmart. Real cheap, 12 pounds, right? But also I did add additional ankle weights to the front and back, making it 15 pounds, 15-pound vest. It's adjustable. All right, so I went on a walk with the 15-pound vest. That's good to do early in the morning, especially because a walk is enjoyable. Plus, like I said, when you got the 10-pound dumbbells, what it's going to do is start working out your upper body, right? And I've done it plenty of times where you're just walking down the street, you're getting your metabolism up, you're getting your calories burning, and also now you got these dumbbells and you got some weight on you. That's causing more strain for your legs, all right? Getting your legs all pumped up, but of course it's getting your upper body right, okay? Now, I've done this plenty of times, and I can tell you that walking with these weights, first of all, you don't have to start off with 10. Don't start off with 10. Probably don't even start off with 5. The best idea to begin, I would say, is probably 2.5 3-pounders in your hand while you're walking and you're flexing. Now, there's a million things that you could do, right? You'll be shocked. It's a million things you could do with your upper body while you're walking if you've got some dumbbells, okay? For example, you could do, like, say this is a curl, standard curl. I get my hand cocked back like this to get the bicep exceptionally curled. You could do this. Imagine you're doing this, walking down the street, okay? 10-pound dumbbells, you wouldn't believe it. By the time you're done, while you're walking and stuff, you could tax your bicep so much that you'd kill your bicep. Right? If you wanted to go to max failure, you could do that with 10-pound dumbbells if you just do it enough. And you could do it more and more, especially while you're walking. You got the opportunity. And there's different other various exercises upper body that you could do, all right, to tax yourself to failure if you wanted to get some mad growth, get the calories burning, get the metabolism up for the day. All right, but also you can do this, and this is what I did this morning. My goal, and I want to mention if I haven't mentioned it, is to get my left shoulder to stop clicking. My right shoulder, it also maybe clicks a little bit. It's especially my left shoulder, it clicks. All right, I notice it. It's a little bit kind of annoying. So there's no pain to it. There's no pain to my left shoulder clicking. But I want to put in there and interject as though I'm an expert and say that if your body's clicking or if your body's doing things, making sounds abnormal or whatnot, it's probably letting you know about an imbalance or a deficiency. In this case, probably an imbalance with the shoulders. Doesn't cause me pain at all, but I know that there's probably an imbalance with my shoulders. Perhaps in the muscle group of shoulder muscles, perhaps one muscle is more stronger than the other one, and the other one's weak. It's compensating. There's an imbalance. All right. So there's various ways that I want to go about achieving to where my shoulder muscle is strong enough to where it don't click anymore. All right. We're going to see if that's possible. Maybe the click's going to be there forever. I don't know. But we're going to give it a shot to see if we can get the click to go away by making the shoulder so strong in many general ways. Okay. And so before I cut off to the next segment, I want to mention that your shoulders are much like your wrists, are much like your hips, are much like your ankles. And in that they can move all sort of different directions, all sort of different. If you think about your elbows, or you think about your knees, they really can't do too much. They can't move around like that. All right, there's usually just one function that they comfortably do. All right, when in consideration of the shoulders, if you just take your dang arm and flail it around, you can see that your shoulder can go everywhere, 360 degrees. Okay, the reason I bring that up is because, you know, when you train with certain like exercises, what you're doing is you're doing one motion back and forth like this, typically, and you could do it till failure and get yourself all pumped up. It's true. But also with your shoulders, what I was doing this morning is as I was walking down the road, in order to alleviate the clicking that I have in my left shoulder, I was making sure to move my shoulders every way that they could move, right? And what I want to say is safety first. Don't just do it because I said it, but when you're doing these shoulder moves, gradually moving it everywhere that your shoulder can do. Okay? I want to suggest to concentrate on what you can feel the burn on. When you move your shoulders, do it slowly, carefully, thoughtfully. When you move them a certain way, like say like this, you're going to feel it burning. You're going to feel it feeling good, perhaps. All right, don't hurt yourself. When you hit that position, you know that your body is doing something that feels real good. And the thing is what it's doing is balancing itself out. All right, your posture is never ever going to be perfect. It's going to go back and forth. You know, like when you wake up to stretch, or if you even watch a baby, when a baby wakes up and stretches, what you're doing is you're hitting a certain, you're like, oh, you're hitting a certain position that's antithetical to the position that you're typically in. Your body is trying to balance itself out, and that's why it feels so good when you're stretching. All right, so that all being said, with my shoulders, I made sure to do slowly, carefully, sometimes in reciprocal motion, but slowly and subtly. It's not about reps. It's about what feels good. What feels good. What hurts. what's a natural position in which I'm not contorting my body too much, but I'm moving my shoulders in every direction that they could possibly go, all with slight tension on them, thereby building them and growing them, getting rid of the click. Now that's basically what I did when I was walking. And the thing is, there was some exercises that I want to show you later that I did as soon as I woke up concerning my shoulder and moving it all sort of different ways in different styles, right? And it was a little bit easier, of course, because I just woke up and I wanted to ease into things. And I'll show you all that later, all right? We're gonna get our shoulders to stop clicking, and then we're gonna conquer all sort of other goals one by one. And as we conquer the goals, you're gonna notice that your body's just gonna aesthetically look better than it did before. That's just a byproduct of your success, all right? So we're catching the Macho Mania, and I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. Hey y'all, it is October the 23rd. Excuse me, 2023. Thank you for joining me. While you've been joining me is at the end of the video. It's the last installment. You know, earlier I had mentioned on a vlog, that's what this is. It's a fitness vlog. It's pretty easy and convenient for me to do. Maybe only take a couple of minutes after each workout. Tell you what I did. Tell you what I did and how I sculpted this physique and how you could have it too. All right, it's all about lifestyle. So, you know, I planned to do some ab work, and I had mentioned that on the previous part of this vlog. And didn't do well. Actually, I did do some ab work. It was pretty good, right? And I really was doing some flexing on the abs, but I didn't go out. I didn't go all out on the abs, right? Real briefly, I decided to change it up and do all sort of push-ups. I was doing 25 rep sets to 300 push-ups. Made it a push-up day. See, I changed it up on a whim, all right? You may not be ready for that. It's rockstar lifestyle, right? When I change it up on a whim. And sometimes God intervenes. Sometimes he rains rain down on the ground and it will mess things up. But that's all right, because it's God's way first, all right? That's why you got to change it up. You got to adapt, all right? Different various things can be implemented to the heart's desire in this lifestyle, right? It's highly interactive. So I didn't do too much ab work like I thought I was going to do. Instead, I did all sort of push-ups, 300 push-ups, right? And that'll be a standard. Write that down, standard, for the push-up day. Whatever push-up day I decide to do next, I better do more than 300, right? Because that's my standard, and I might create a new standard, right? If you ever heard Floyd Mayweather, he does like 2,000 million push-ups every single day, all right? And you might wonder why. Don't wonder why, just copy it and do it. That's what I'm doing, or at least I do so on my push-up day, right? Changing it up. Sometimes you gotta adapt. Sometimes you don't feel like doing push-ups. Sometimes you feel like doing jumping jacks, right? I do how I feel, right? And it's lifestyle. It's all on a whim, and some people can't handle it, all right? And I'm sorry about those people, but if you can handle it, all right? If you got what it takes in you to grow hair all over your face and chin, all right, we're gonna go on a slippery, wild ride, all right? Pause. I'll holla. It is the end of October the 23rd, 2023. And I got it in today. Pretty good, pretty easy, pretty leisurely. Pause. But tomorrow, unless I happen to change my mind, and I don't think I will, it's going to go heavy on the leg day. Heavy leg day, all right? And we're going to watch carefully the left knee. The left knee's feeling a little tight. Not painful, but tight. So we're going to watch it. If it starts to get a little bit painful, we're gonna stop it on the leg day. We're gonna fill it out. I think it's ready, and then we're gonna do heavy on the ab work. All right, gotta get 6-pack abs. Gonna have them before November. I got proof and I got receipts. I'll let y'all about all sort of content coming y'all way. It's October the 23rd, 2023.